It's our Young Talent Times 10th birthday program. And during the next hour, as I said before, you're going to be seeing some of those great talents. And first talent cab off the rank is Jamie Redfern.
I remember him.
Jamie, of course, was the first member of our Young Talent team to receive a King of Pop award. That's a first. And also, he was the first member of our Young Talent team to make a record. And the record was a song called The Little White Cloud That Floated. Have a look at this back in 1971. Jamie Redfern.
I went strolling down by the river, feeling very sad inside, when all at once I saw in the sky the little white cloud that
That was 10 years ago, and the presentation was the King of Pop Awards, for which many very big stars came to Australia to present awards. Right. And also at the particular award, one of the guests was a person called Liberace. And Liberace saw Jamie's performance of that song on the program, and this is what he said.
Thank you very much. I've been, incidentally, Johnny, I've been watching the show, and I've enjoyed all the performers who have been on. And that little boy, that Jamie, he's fantastic. He really, I'd like to take him back to the stage. Johnny Ray would be so jealous.
And that, believe it or not, was not just an idle statement that Liberace made, because in fact he did do that. He took Jamie Redfern.
Lucky for me too.
He took you to America, and
14 months I was there.
Right, and you performed in Las Vegas and lots of other places.
All over, I think it was about 500 airplane flights.
Correct. And you received a very special present from the late King of Rock and Roll.
That's right. That's right. A guitar made out of flowers. That was. We opened up in Las Vegas at the Hilton, and he sent a guitar. So
Elvis Presley, of course. And one of the most exciting moments of your career must have been coming back to Australia, right?
Oh, that was.
An incredible reception. And have a look at this little piece of film, because you'll see a very, very proud Mrs. Redfern as she watches Jamie sing.
Well, I'd like to dedicate this song to my wonderful mother who's sitting in the audience. And to all the other wonderful mothers in the audience. Darling, I send you this letter, hoping my words can convey all that I'm trying to tell you, all that my heart wants to say. Nearest and dearest, my darling one, truest and best friend of all. Mama, I want to tell you that I always love you. Mama, now I'm away, I keep on thinking only you. I think of the day.
They're a very, very close family, the Redfern family. Another Redfern family member joined the Young Talent team later on, and we'll be talking to him a little later on. But that was a very proud moment for Mary, and I'm sure it's a very proud moment for her tonight, as it is for us. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, 10 years on, here is Jamie Redfern.
terrible foe to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march to hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Let me tell you something. It's 10 years later, but I'm still just as proud of him as I was the very first Young Talent time we did. Good on you, Jim. Just beautiful. Jamie Redfern, everybody. And now I'd like you to meet another one of our original 6 Young Talent team members. Always a radical, because right at the very beginning of our Young Talent time show, we could never get him to get a haircut. And it hasn't changed. You like long hair, don't you, Rod?
Yeah, my schoolmaster used to give me a bad time too.
Did he?
Yeah.
And there's Rod when he was first on Young Talent
long,
time.
Rod.
That's long.
Really long hair.
Of course, people don't realise, because we have to be squeezed into a tiny television picture tube, but Rod is 6'9", or pretty, or pretty close to. You're pretty close.
6'3".
6'3". Well, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
We picked the very first performance Rod did on Young Talent Time. We picked an appropriate song, and here it is. It's a song called Hair.
Oh.
Have a look at this.
Give me head with hair, long beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxing. Give me down to there, shoulder length and longer. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. Blow it, show it,
Hey! Of course, when Rod started on Young Talent Time in 1971, you were already a professional, weren't you? Because you'd been on television for quite a few years.
Yeah, well, Channel 7 had Brian and the Juniors on, which was a national show. And the nice thing was that when the auditions for Young Talent Time started, we'd all been friends. All our 6 original team members had been mates for like 4 years, and we never thought we'd see each other again. Yeah. And we went to the auditions, and I think you and Kevin Lewis said, "Oh, these are your team members," and walked in and said, "Oh, it's you." And we've been friends ever since, like it's 13, 15 years or so.
Speaking of all in the family, your beautiful wife is about to add an addition to the Kirkham family.
Yes, a new one, yeah.
Another one of my Young Talent Time grandchildren, I must confess.
That's right, yes.
Rod, you're a very successful successful songwriter over in Western Australia now, and you came over here for our 10th birthday, and it's a great pleasure to see you again.
Thanks, John.
Rod Kirkham, everybody, and we'll be back with more of Young Talent Time in just a moment.